Alright guys, I'm running late. It's already 2:23, Wednesday 2nd July, and I wanted to start by saying the demo that or the free trial that I was using for the last few videos has ended, and I have restarted, and I just wanted to show my results from it. I I started the account in drawdown. I went straight into drawdown, and I managed to build it straight back up to around 4,000, meaning I was 1,000 away from the profit target. And then over time, last week, I had my you saw the losses I was taking, and it just kept going down, down, down. Consistency score was 72, which was I'm good with. These are the objectives. You can pause, watch, read it. If you come lower, my win rate was 45, which was surprisingly alright. I mean, I'm not complaining. And then, wait a second. Yeah, as you saw, I started the challenge in drawdown. I went straight into drawdown. This was the trade right here. And then I started building it back out, and back into profit. And then this was all last week. And then this was me last night trying to see if the account still works. Close trades. This is the trades. You can see it's all the NAS 100. Yeah. And then now I'm on this one. Details. Yep. It's ready. Hasn't been traded on yet. Everything's on 0, 0, 0, 0, and we'll see if we can pass. Hopefully we could. Let's get straight into the charts. I'm not really going to talk much in the analysis right now, as I've only got 5 minutes to do it. So let's get straight into it. Got that high, and then we got this low. I mean, it has taken that other daily low, and then I was meant to change the color on it. Move this down here. Alright, 4 hour. What's the 4 hour telling us? We're very bullish, but I would like some type of retracement. I mean, there's this 4 hour FVG that price seems to be respecting at the moment. There we go. Not that. Got this high right here. Relatively equal highs. Got this low right here. We could class this as relatively, it's not really, it's equal to highs. Alright, 1 hour. Pretty much everything already marked out. Price come back, swept this. Oh yeah, this is the FVG that I marked out yesterday, like the lowest out of the three. So price did end up coming all the way down to take it and swept all this liquidity. I mean, if this was during New York Open right now, I would be looking for entries, but I'm gonna have to wait and see what price wants to do. Can mark this high technically, because on the high time frames it would consider as a swing high, but I will be cautious with entering from this sweep of liquidity up here. I mean, it could come back into this, but I'm bullish for the day, to be honest. Overall, we've been very bullish. Yeah. Let's drop to the 15. That was a beautiful sweep. It swept New York AM, PM, Asia, and London, and previous New York AM, and still respecting this 4-hour FEG. Let's see what the S&P 500 is doing. 1 hour. Mark out this high. High. We've got these relatively equal lows down here. Also this low. You can consider that a low as well. And then this is just too much of a reach for me to even mark that out. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not what I'd be looking for. Yeah. We got this New York low down here. New York AM from yesterday. We also got this New York PM from 2 days ago. Honestly, price does come sweep all this liquidity. I wouldn't mind entering off the S&P, even though I only trade in NAS, S&P and NAS. I use both of them for confluence as SMTs. Got this Asia low here as well. Oh, market just opened. See what price wants to do. Honestly, I'm bullish. Price doesn't really have a reason to come even lower. Respecting this 4-hour FVG. I might even consider entering off this FVG right here on the lower time frame. Mark this out. FVG. Drop down to the 1 minute. See what price is doing. If price does come back, sweep this lows, I'll consider entering. Honestly, yeah, price comes, sweeps this low, and creates a 1 minute reversal. I'm gonna enter. Jump on the 5 minutes, see what the price is doing. Price has left this 5 minute FVG and this 15-minute one. Price has swept over that. Let's see, 15. See what price wants to do. Just gotta be patient. Price does want to go higher. 100% want to take this liquidity all the way down here. Has respected this and pushed higher. Seems like NAS today is the leading index between Nas and S&P 500. Yep, done exactly that. This is what I want to see on Nasdaq. I want it to come, go up, sweep all this resting liquidity, and then want to push up. At the moment, I'm just gotta wait. I'm not gonna come and force a trade, especially because it's the first trade on this account. I really want to come and take a loss straight away. Not really good for the mindset. Price could even come sweep this, and I want to push higher. Today's weather is not bad. It was raining in the morning, but at least it's better than the heat. I always preferred cold over sun, because in the cold you can switch on a heater, you can put clothes on, but in the heat you're just dying. You're just dying of heat. Yeah, today's very bullish in my eyes. On the higher time frames, has no reason to come lower. The reason it does want to come lower is for this, which I feel like is taking enough liquidity to be able to push higher to at least these highs. Minimum at least this high right here. So yeah, wait for this to get swept. Go to the 1 minute, look for my entry, and the rest is history. The 1 minute market structure shift right here. And you can go for this higher one. Exactly. This is liquidity right here that I want to go. Too many entries. Too many people definitely entered off here. I want them to get stopped out so I can get an entry. The price could come even lower to like this low right here. Sweep it. But ideally this sweep of liquidity right here will be good enough for me. So that price is going to keep pumping. Maybe we'll catch a reversal back. S&P hasn't really swept anything. Yeah, I might have to look for a little reversal, trade back down. But problem is I am bullish. One second. Stops at that level. I was looking at entries out of this FEG, but it didn't sweep anything for me to even consider entering. Sometimes I'll just mark it to see. S&P is just moving sideways. I mean, it did sweep this liquidity. I should be looking at for entries on the S&P, to be honest. Okay, and grab that liquidity sweep. This is definitely the leading index. Maybe I can catch something on S&P. All this liquidity overhead I swept. Into these 5-minute highs, 15-minute highs as well. 1 hour. Yeah, nothing. People see the big moves, but it's where the candle closes itself that's important. Yes, price could have wicked all the way up here, but if it closes down here, it shows bearish momentum at the end of the day. So you just gotta wait to see where candle closes. And price did come take these highs on the 15. Technically, this entry is still valid. And you just gotta be patient. And in 1 minute. Never left anything behind for me. No entries, nothing. Hopefully, this is the play back down to entry. Yeah, boy. I wanted to take out all early buyers so that me and the market makers ride it all the way to the top. Obviously, I aim for my 1 to 3s, but there's a possibility I might leave runners today so that I can catch the little profits I can on the way up. Price could even come down and take these lows right here. I won't be surprised. Let me see something right there, right there. About 1 to 4, kind of 15 minute. I would be targeting that New York high 1 to 6. 1 minute. I mean, this would have been a clean trade, but I feel like I can get. Don't know what happened there. I can get a higher risk to reward for that big move. Possibility of even passing my account in one trade. Yeah, honestly, I would want S&P to come trade this low, whilst Nas is coming to trade this low. At the same time, anything could happen. Could even take that high, reverse back down into here, and then push higher. Or we could just continue going up and I just miss everything entirely. Yeah, let's just push higher. S&P, price down. Yeah, likelihood of price coming back down here. It's getting smaller and smaller. I mean, if you get an entry on S&P, beautiful candle close. Possibility of this creating an FVG right here. Long position from here. There. 1 to 3. At the same time, there's all. I mean, it swept all this liquidity to this high. It's not a reach. It's possible, very possible. In a minute. So all that liquidity. Consider this a market structure shift right here on the candle close. I'm in on S&P. Hopefully it's not a loss straight away. Oh man, I'm not risking enough. Will be modify. At the moment I'm just putting all my stop losses, so just bear with me. Modify, paste, modify. I don't think I risked enough on this, but I mean we're in on S&P. Mark out the 50%. How much is that? 3, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm risking like 800, so 0.8% on this trade. What's the last time? I'll just come back into this FPG. Could possibly enter in NAS. But I'm gonna stick. See if there's anything on the higher time frames. Refresh. Alright, 4 hour daily, 2 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes. Possibility I can ride this all the way until the London high, but I'm gonna take my profits, put an alert right there, so I know when it hits. NAS is respecting this FVG at the moment, hasn't disrespected it. See what NAS wants to do. Let's sit on here. Exactly when I enter, price wants to start moving sideways. How great. And that'll be target 1, target 2, target 3, and then target 4 up here. You can mark it out. This right here, that right here, and I could even aim to close there for 1 to 3.17. I understand why price is moving sideways. I mean, there's no news today, so it might be very slow. NAS is still pushing, still respecting that. I mean, this could be its reversal after sweeping a swing high. But overall, I am very bullish, and I don't see any reason price should want to come lower. I guess it's just a waiting game at the end of the day. See what price wants to do. Milk open came swept both sides, and then create a market structure shift. Number 5 minutes didn't really, actually didn't create a market structure that closed above. Honestly, it might be another losing day. We'll have to see what happens. NAS is still respecting this FEG. Maybe it's a small little pullback, nothing crazy. I mean, the build up of liquidity here, taking it. I guess we'll see if it pushes higher now. That'll be a 1 to 2. I'm not really trying to do that. Yeah, might be another losing day. I mean, the NAS is still respecting it. Honestly, I don't see why price would want to come lower. Unless I'm being delusional and not seeing the obvious. Price could want to come take these lows out before pushing higher, catching the early sellers. But at the end of the day, it swept all this previous session lows. Yeah, maybe I'm delusional, I don't know, but I don't see a reason for price to come and take out these lows. As we're still respecting the FEG. I mean, these are the early buyers that got taken out. I mean, if you entered off this FEG, price came, gave you a little reaction up, and then swept them. This should be the big push up now. I mean, hopefully. That's what I assume may happen. but I guess we will see. This low key isn't looking clean to me. 15 minute. This has already come very low. I want a strong bullish close. Close in another 30 seconds. Even if it closes above this high, which is highly unlikely, I'll be very happy with. But at the moment, the way price is moving, it's still showing. I still see bullish. I don't see a reason for it to come lower. There's only this session low, these session lows. That's pretty much it. I don't think it has another reason to come lower, unless it wants to sweep everything here and then make its big push up. I'm not really targeting the big push up. Probably just this 50% of London session. Oh, beautiful. That was a big push. Let's just hope we keep that momentum. What we gotta do now is keep the momentum, see what happens. Candle closes in 10 seconds. I just need it to close strongly bullish. Oh, that's what I needed. Me in the money, lads. Soon going to be closing partials. I'm going to close the 20 lots that I entered on the 50%, and I'm going to move stops to break even. And then I'm going to take full profit somewhere up there. Maybe this high or that high. I mean, if it does happen, hopefully. Price is still respecting this 1 minute FEG. I'm going to push higher, see what price wants to do. Honestly, this is my first time trading S&P. Oh, my laptop might die soon. It's got 35% charge left. If that's the case, there's a possibility I might stop the recording and then show you just the result at the end. Let's create another FEG. Respect. Don't want to speak too early. Price could still reverse on me. I think this might be my second video of profit, maybe, on YouTube. I say that now, but I might reverse and hit stop loss. But I'm very bullish for today. Price would definitely want to come attack London high. S&P hasn't moved as much as the Nas has. The Nas was definitely the leading one today. Mm, 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 mm. And I'm definitely not going to become greedy and then not take my partials again. I learned that the hard way. I'm definitely going to take my partials, secure some profits, definitely move to break even, and yeah, we'll let the trade run after. I mean, there's this imbalance right here. The price is I'm trying to disrespect at the moment. Sorry. I mean, I would want this to go red, so we just change it now and hopefully it'll disrespect it. If it disrespects this, then we're in the money. But till then, let's put this to energy saving, so I could at least have the charge for a bit longer. Honestly, I low-key might close one of my positions now so I can secure something because I entered almost 4 different positions just because uh that's only $84. I don't think it's worth it. It's only $88 because I entered on such small risk because I didn't really know what Nas was trading on, but price is moving higher. Just need one strong leg. Nas, yes, Nas is definitely going to go take London high at least. Yeah, very, very nice bullish push. So 1 to 3.17. That's it. That's the pushes we like. Close that. Yeah, price would definitely. I'll definitely take my 50% and move stops to break even. I feel like without a doubt, price would come back up to at least this high or this high. But yes, it's come too far in for it not to inverse this FVG. Beautiful. I love this the sound of this alert. Come on, just hit my alert. There we go. Almost there. Beautiful. Love the sound of that alert. Close. Close that. Close this other 20. Close. And then now we move to break even. I'm on right there. Copy, modify this. This modify. Oh my days. How many trades did I enter? Okay. All my stops are at break even. I closed profits so far $262.80. That's just me getting used to the NAS spreads and how much I should risk. But go and put another alert up here, and I feel like without a doubt, price is gonna definitely come take up until this high up here. But if it reverses on me, it reverses on me. Oh, these were later. The trades I still have running, the break even is somewhere around like here in this FVG. So if I put it here, you guys will know. And if it comes back down to the 50% of this FVG, just know I'm out break even. But for now, we'll just leave it like this. Price comes back into this top FVG, like the 50% of it, I'm out, done for the day. And I made the $262. And yeah, I feel like price is very bullish and wanting to, it's gonna want to continue going up, hopefully. See on 5 minute. Yeah, let's keep it pushing, shall we? Honestly, happy with the trade. It takes me out break even, still end of the day on profit, and that's the best way to start a new account with profit, so it doesn't mess up your psychology. Because say I start a prop firm, and then I do get a payout, and then the first trade after the payout, once it's reset, I'm straight into drawdown. That will mess up your psychology, and I think it's a trick that they play. You think I'm some conspiracy theorist there, but it's definitely a trick that they play just to make you lose, because essentially that's what they want you to do. They want you to lose. That's the only way they can make money if you lose. So they'll do anything in their power to make you lose. And that's why you shouldn't give them a reason. 5 minute price is still pumping. Beautiful, beautiful pumps. Honestly, I don't know if you guys could hear the alerts because I didn't. But if the video heard it, that's alright. I'm happy with that. We got this other FVG here. I would want price to come disrespect. And it's respecting it at the moment. But with all this bullish momentum, even Nas is gonna push to this London high, Asian high. It's gonna take all the highs. Let's mark out that London high real quick. And I feel like that's a good thing that I'm starting to trade uh, this as well, the S&P, because today, look, I didn't see no entry. I was gonna wait until price came back down to here to look for an entry. But if you look at Nas gave me a perfect entry. It came, swept this internal liquidity, took out all this early buyers over here, the ones that entered off this FVG, came, took them out, pushed higher, market structure shift, left behind a beautiful FVG, came, tapped into a bit further down than I wanted, but I'm not complaining, and then straight reversal, pump up, which I feel if I waited for Nas, I wouldn't have made no profits, or I would have tried forced to trade out of fear of missing out. At the moment, price is absolutely pumping. Yeah, I don't want it to come back to this 50% of this FPG. As well as that, I low-key do feel as if I'm getting greedy. And if price comes to my 1 to 3 up here, I'll take my profits. So we can move this alert to up here, and then I'll take my full position out at that 1 to 3, sticking to my trade rules. That's an FPG. Even if it's the tiniest one, still counts. We need that blue. Still counts. It does not matter about the size. Size does not matter. It could be big, small. If it respects it, I'll take it. There we go. I just need another beautiful push up for me to look to take my close my trade and call it a day. I mean, the laptop is dying. We're sitting at 26%. If it reaches 10%, I'm gonna stop recording, which is a shame. Or I'll stop talking so I can charge my laptop because the mic's plugged into where the laptop charger is meant to be plugged in. Yeah, I won't stop showing my screen. I won't stop recording, but I will stop speaking. And then hopefully later, I'll just add a voiceover. Where's that 15? How long until that 15-minute candle closes? 16 seconds. This is beautiful. What a beautiful push. Hopefully the next candle is another big push to TP and not one that comes back down into here. I would love it for it to leave this FVG behind and just push up. Let's see what price has in store. Yeah, it'll slightly come and fill some of this FVG, which I don't want. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on its fifth blue. No, oh my days. Yeah, Naz is absolutely pushing. I won't be surprised if it comes take this London high up here as well. Oh my days, it's gonna come for all of these highs. Which honestly I could target on my S&P, but we're not gonna get greedy. We're just gonna enjoy our profits, come back tomorrow. Because as I said, once I start stacking my accounts, this 1 to 3 is gonna be a much bigger win than just 3% or 2.5%. It's gonna be 2.5% times however many accounts I have, which will honestly be beautiful. Come on, man! I don't want you to be reversing now. There's no reason. There's a big reason for you to reverse now. But come on, be like your boy. Be like your boy and Naz. Push with no remorse. I mean, it's slow pushes, but it's pushing. That's what I need from you, buddy. I'm not really liking the look of it. I low-key might close my full profit because at the moment it's just built all this liquidity, swept it, but it's still respecting this FVG. You know what? I'm gonna stick to my trading plan. I'm not gonna close. It's either gonna hit break even where I lose nothing, or I take my full profit and end the day with a bigger win. That's it. I mean, if it has a candle close above here, then I'm happy. Same on the 5 minutes. It's still respecting its FVG. It's in this massive FVG right here. Just tapped in. Oh my days! What a beautiful push. Let's turn that red, shall we? I'm adding too many FVGs. We're gonna delete this one once it inverses it, because there's not really a reason for it to stay once we know it's inversed it. It's massive. Still pumping. Without doubt, gonna come take these two highs out. London and Asia high. Did it sweep the lows of them? Yeah, it took London low. Did it take Asia low? Yeah, took a lot of lows. Took all these lows. This right here, if I got an entry, would have been an A plus setup. High, it's in the higher high time frame POI swept a lot of liquidity, and its bias is bullish. And on the 1 minute, if I got a nice clean entry, that definitely would have been a A plus setup. But this on S&P, A setup without doubt. Maybe actually maybe a B plus maybe. That's the kind of wicks we like to see created. More wicks, more pumps, more pumps, more wicks, more pumps. I feel like I'm getting more comfortable talking into the mic. Yeah. It's like I'm talking to myself. Most of the time I even forget I'm recording. This right here is not looking too clean. But sticking to my trade plan. Hopefully the trade plan does me well. This was a perfect place to put my 50%. Always consolidating. Good thing. I won't be surprised if price comes low, sweeps this liquidity down here, and then pushes higher. Or it could just go all the way down. Price hasn't reached a high on a higher time frame for it to want to start making its reversal. Has it? Yeah, it's just in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, price has to keep pushing up. Again, price in the middle of nowhere. It hasn't really taken anything for it to want to look for a way back down. This is too messy of a chart right now. Very messy of a chart. We can consider this an order block. Mark that out. Price tapped into this order block as well. Middle, black. Okay. FVG order block. Liquidity sweep, market structure shift. Not really a higher time frame POI. I mean, that's the only thing I was missing, the higher time frame POI. Which, if it did create a higher time frame POI, that would have been my A plus setup. It didn't really sweep a swing low, swing high. It did really. All of this swing low, swing highs, it swept. Oh, price is pushing, I believe. But it wasn't during New York session where it took the swing high, swing lows. During New York session, it's just a continuation after the sweep. See, good thing I always start looking at markets around 220, because if I came at whatever time I woke up, so like say 11, and came to markets, I would have seen this massive push down and then this push up, creating this market structure shift, leaving behind this FVG. Old me would have been like, oh my days, perfect setup, let's enter. I had to enter and mark out the FVG just like that. Let's pretend that was it. Oh, we can do that. Long position off the entry, the top of the FVG, and then we mark out this low, because that's low enough, isn't it? And then we'll go for however high, but it doesn't matter. Price will just go straight down and hit stop loss. So good thing I stick to my trading plan and not, yeah. Another issue that I was dealing with was strategy jumping. Oh my days. If you understand how many strategies I learned, I looked at, I tried incorporating, and after a few losses, I'd be like, yes, this is not the one. This is not the one that's gonna make me rich. Blah blah blah. I would just change it after a week of losing. But this, I held through after a week, and then almost another whole week of losing because I lost last week, and then Monday I came and lost. I could have been like, yeah, this is not the strategy, and maybe tried. Not maybe. I would 100% start going around YouTube videos, courses, trying to find the holy grail, blah blah blah, of trades, not trades, of strategies. When the whole time, every strategy does work. There's not a perfect strategy. Uh, you could. I know people that are profitable, not personally, but I know people on YouTube that are profitable from chart patterns. Listen to that chart patterns like head and shoulder, double top, double bottom. I forgot the other ones. Reverse head and shoulder, things like that. They're making money from that, and that just goes to show there's no actual strategy that can make you profitable with with your normal mindset, your mindset where you're you're jumping into trades before seeing your confluences, before uh I lost my train of thought again, where you're just jumping into trades without, days oh my days, I was here talking and price absolutely pumped. What a beautiful pump. I mean, I'll close the second price decides to go higher back into my, I want it to hit my 1 to 3 before I consider closing because it's back down. And yeah, this is a good trade. Yep. What did I say? What did I say? Price done exactly what I said. Come on now. Let's not reverse off this. I mean, yeah, you took a swing high, but you need to close a bit higher. You missed it by a couple pips. Come on now. We can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Actually, wait. I'm gonna need it for my analysis later. For my, what is it called? My Notion, my trade journal. So we're just gonna wait. Price is definitely gonna come take this high. It's come too close. It's like the middle between these two highs. What's the reason for it not to come take that high? So yeah, all I'm saying is you gotta change your mentality when trading. The strategy is only 10% of trading. Your psychology is where the rest of the 90% goes. Because with a terrible psychology, you'll never be profitable. And that's something I had to realize the hard way. 116%, we're cutting it close here, buddy. Come on now. I might have to charge my laptop and then think about. Whilst I'm doing my trade journal, I'll charge my laptop and then I'll pick up the mic again and talk you through the trade journal. See how much that is. Around 500 to 1,000. I'll be up around 1.3 today, I believe. If price comes and takes my high, hits my take profit. There we go. Might as well. Come on now. This is a different type of violation. Just go up and hit my take profit. Oh my days. Honestly, I might close. Yep, I'm closing. Mm, close. Close all positions. Yep, up 1.7 for the day. 1,700. There we go. I could have left. There we go. 1.7. I screen recorded the whole trade on my. Yep. What did I say? Price would have come tap there, but I'm happy with where price decided to go. I caught my 1 to 3, made 1.7, and imagine that was on uh 3 accounts. So you do 1,700 times 3. That would have been 5,100 just in one day. That's why I don't really care about how much it is right now. Just imagine with more accounts and even higher accounts, like more bigger accounts, like 200k FTMO high max allocation. I think it's 500k. Imagine how much that would be in one trade. That's why right now I'm happy with my 1,700, and price is still pushing. I was absolutely right with where price was gonna go, and I'm not bragging. That could have gone absolutely wrong for me. I'm happy with what price with price action today. My bias was correct, and I feel like that was a great trade to start the new 100k account challenge with, and hopefully I can reach the 5%. I'm up 1.7% right now, which is great for the account, great for the psychology. And yeah, I'll update my trading journal, charge this laptop before it dies, and I'll get back to you. All right, this is my Notion and psychology update. Time is 4:42, and it's still Wednesday, 2nd July. So we traded the S&P today, S&P 500. The bias was bullish. Confluences we didn't have much confluences, but it was still a strong trade. Liquidity sweep, market structure shift, and fair value gap and order block. Day, obviously, 2nd July. It was a win. I made $1,754.40. The risk reward was 1 to 3. I could have aimed for higher, but that was just me being greedy. Traded New York AM. The sell grade was A. This was the trade before we when this is when we entered. I went entered off this candle right here, and then yeah, this is the after. Price came back. I didn't realize this was an order block at the time that I was entering. Price came tapped into this order block that was overlapped with the FVG and then pushed higher. Came to my 50%, took my 50%, and then left the rest to run. Psychology during the trade was a 8.5 out of 10. Uh, Honestly, I feel like maybe it would have been high. It could have been higher. I didn't really feel much pressure to close, except from when it was at not break even at my 50% at 1.5 R. So today was my first time trading S&P, and honestly, it went really well. I started the session analyzing the Nas 100, but there was no clean entry, so I shifted to S&P to see if there was any S&P divergence forming, and to my surprise, it was setting up beautifully with Nas leading the move. So Nas already pushed up, and on Nas, I was expecting it to come lower to sweep liquidity and then look for my entry, but it was already too far gone. But on S&P, price was still in this area where it just swept all this internal liquidity, took out all the early buyers, and then yeah, I entered off this 1 minute FEG. At first, I wasn't planning to take the trade on S&P, but I saw the confluence stacking up FVG, hidden order block, and a bullish structure. The price was very bullish today. If it went down, I would have been very surprised. I took the trade initially. I didn't realize that was an order block, as I said, was overlapping my FVG on the entry, which actually added strength to the setup in hindsight. There was a small issue with execution on my MT5. I didn't take the full 1% because I wasn't sure with the lot size because it was my first time trading the S&P. So on NAS, I would usually trade 40 lots. So I'll enter twice on 20 lots. So I tried doing that on the S&P where I placed two, not a few, only two 20 lot entries and realized I was only risking around 250 dollars in total. So I added a couple more entries. That was 40 lots each. So I think I entered 3 times on 40 lots. Uh, but price already moved up to like 50% of this FVG right here. Meaning I wasn't really still risking the 1%, but that would change in the future trades. Um, Despite that, I wasn't too stressed because the setup was strong and the price actually remained clean. So I wasn't too stressed about um, getting stopped out right at the beginning because I entered when this pushed back up. Yeah. Wait, no. I entered off this area, this accumulation here. So somewhere in between this, where the 50% of the FEG, if you keep going down, I entered somewhere in this accumulation, and it wasn't really my one. It wasn't really risking 1% at the end of the day. At this point over here, when it pushed up to my 50%, so my 1.5 R, at one that there was a small issue. You already read that. At one point, price stood around my 1.5 R over here where I pointed, and I considered closing the trade early, but I remained. I reminded myself I was already $262 dollars in realized profit, and worst case scenario, I would have hit break even. If that helped, that helped me stayed calm and stuck to the plan. So over here, I already closed my 220 lots that I entered over here. I closed it over here. That came up to $262. So overall, I would have left on a positive day. If price did come back to this 50% of this FBG, I would have hit break even, where I explained in the earlier in the video. But I stayed calm and stuck to my trading plan. It was either TP or break even. I didn't mind either one. During the time it was over here, I saw NAS was still pumping, so I was even more positive about what was going to happen. Overall, I'm proud of how I managed this trade, and it reinforced the importance of staying flexible while staying still following the core rules. Trading both the NAS and S&P 500 side by side gives me more opportunities and makes the days like this possible. So if I did wait for my NAS, I would never have got an entry, and today would have been a 0 day. But today I tried incorporating S&P into my trading, and it worked for the good. I mean, it might not work again later, but if I get this kind of trade set up, 9 times out of 10 I'll take it. What was I going to show? Oh yeah, show on the account metrics. Yes, today I showed you at the beginning of the video. I started on 100K, and you can see I'm up $1,754.40. One trade. Over here is where I took my 50%, and then I took the rest of my partials up here. We can go down. 100% win rate. I only took one trade, so I should be on 100% win rate. Here's all the positions I had. I think there was the those 340 lots and then 220 lots. This added up to I think 262, and then this overall together turned out, this I think was a 1.5 or 1.4 around there, and overall it was $1,754.40. Overall happy with today, and yeah, hopefully more to come. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and any questions for me, leave in the comments. I'll be posting the actual trade that I took on MT5. I screen recorded it. I'll be posting on YouTube Shorts, my TikTok, and Instagram. If you want to see that, go ahead. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.